You are old, Father William. That is the poem by Lewis Carroll. First of all, before going to start, we are supposed to know which of the circumstances are important and which of the circumstances we are supposed to laugh. When you are truly amused or when you want to ridicule someone. So here, if we are heartedly amused, then only we are supposed to laugh. So here, the poem "You Are Old, Father William" by Lewis Carroll. It is the poem in the form of a dialogue between a father and his son. And this poem specially involves generation gap. The theme of the poem is generation gap, especially how different generations can fail to understand one another. So, with the same theme, we are going to start the first paragraph of this poem. And this is the conversation, this is the dialogue between an old man named Father William and his son. In the first stanza, the son pointed out that Father William was aged and posed the question of why he incessantly stands on his head. When asked if this was right because of his age, Father William contended that when he was in his youth, he was afraid to do this. But age taught him he did not have a brain to injure. But because of this detail, he had taken to performing the action again and again. And there are a number of things to note within these stanzas, including the bizarre nature of the relationship between the father William and his son. The name of the father was given within the son dialogue, which indicates that he addressed the old man by his name. This situation would hint that father was a title rather than a relationship. Perhaps both father and son were but titles that express a relationship different than genetic, or there was a genetic connection that was treated in more formal manner than a typical casual attitude. So here students, if we have to come further, the reason for this in his later years made him made a little sense for him. Of course, he had a brain to be injured, so he could never be perfectly sure, otherwise, perhaps, Father William believed he had lost his mind. But it was still not an accurate account since the brain would have been intact. So, here in the next, furthermore, Father William, being able to think of these levels of evidence that his mind was sharp and able when he had this conversation with his son, as he was being witty and mischievous. So, the father William insulting the son for being brain, for questioning the father's action. It is an answer that was more mirror like than honest, in that the son got a response that was meant to be his own reflection rather than an actual rationalization for the father's action. Now we are going to proceed for the third stanza, in that the lack of clarity for significant plot elements continues in this stanza. Since Father William is now referred to as a sage, while on instinct the reader might assume that this was a new person in the conversation. The idea that the youth said, as I mentioned before, makes it clear that this was a continuance of the previous stanza's dialogues. Continually, the dialogue form conversation is going on between a father and a son. And here, one indicates that the old fellow had, means the father had very white hair and he had grey locks. It is possible, with this in mind, that the poem has revealed itself to be about youth in general and old generation. So, we can say that uh, the answer to the question of why he turned back Somerset in at the door becomes an insult towards youth overall. He asked the youth if he would like a couple box or boxes of the ointment that he credited for his limbs having been very supple. This is an insult because it was telling the youth that the old generation was in fine shape. But the young group could have used the assistance of this ointment to boost their strength. So, here we can say that it is the essential response, and the theme of the poem is the generation gap, and there was the generation gap in everything, as in the thinking also. And here, if we are supposed to talk about the next stanza, they criticize each other, and he criticized elders' mobility in this pair of the stanzas. Means in the fifth and sixth stanzas, the youth instead posed the question how the father could eat the goose with the bones and the break, since his jaws too weak. This takes the generational gap to a new level, since the topic is no longer related to moving about, but something as needful as eating. And by asking this question, the young person attacked the father on a critical level because eating is necessary. We can't ignore in our life. However, the manner in which the question was addressed is again unusual, since the bones and the break were referenced as reasons why the father should not have been capable of eating the goose. And if there was no need to eat these hard elements of the goose to have a meal, there was no logical reason to bring these details up to prove the meal was unbefitting someone his age. So here once and again we are supposed to discuss about the generation gap again and again, and the father's frustrations became more apparent when he insisted his previous replies were enough and then threatened violence on the youth if he did not stop with the questions. It is also clear that he is considered the youth mindset to be the inferior and bother, since he posed his own question. Do you think I can listen all day to such stuff? By asking this, the father basically told the son that his wanderings were a waste of time. These have been shown as the waste of the time, and at the end we are supposed to say that there is no better method of representing these concepts than by the trading such unusual back and forth dialogues. And here Carroll has showcased the strangeness of both generations to one another with the precision. And at the end we are supposed to say that the generation may never understand one another. That is the theme of the poem also. So students, I advise you all to write down the word bank of this poem and go through this poem once more. It is totally based on the generation gap shown between the father and the son. Thank you. Have a nice day.